Hello everyone, welcome to this section. In this section, we are going to learn how can we improve ourselves. So in the previous section, we discussed what are the important aspects of learning the soft skills. Now when you look at the soft skills, what is it that plays a major role for us? In soft skills, when you are trying to improve the soft skills, what is it that is playing a very vital role for us? Let us look at that in this module. So we are going to cover what is a personality, how a personality of an individual is determined, when can we say this person is transforming. So let's dive into this topic by this section. So let's start. Let me share my screen. So as you can see here, what is a personality? Anyone can see the answer comes very straight and very clear. That personality is the way we look, as you can see on the screen, the different personalities of people. The way they look, the way they feel, the way they behave, that is the totality of what we are talking about, that external appearance. How a person appears externally is going to say that what kind of person he is from an external point of view. But it shapes a unique identity. Every person has their way, a different way of expressing themselves. So that identity has certain influences that make us relate to the world. So in totality, we are not only talking about your looks, the way you feel matters a lot. It is the surface level. What we are talking about is about the looks, how you look. When you are looking, we are not talking about the physical traits of looking, like the color, the gender, or that aspects. No, please don't get me into that way. We are talking about how confident are you while you are doing this one. In a personality, we are talking about the combination of all the elements of an individual: the physical appearance, the confidence that he carries, the emotions that he has, the behavior that he exhibits with the other person and with himself, together that contribute for a person's personality. So now, in order to understand this very well, what are the key components of a personality? The character traits: integrity. How honest and loyal are you with your values? Acceptance: embracing others as they are. How do you accept others? How well do you accept others? Without complaining that I don't like this in you, I don't like that in you, I don't like this part, I don't like that aspect. They are made like that over a period of time with their experiences. Everyone has their own reasons for believing what made them to be today in front of you. Discipline: order and the self-control in life and the work what you exhibit. Dedication: the commitment to an individual for a self and also for the group goals when you're working in a team dynamics. So the common character traits, there can be many, not only few what we are listing down here. These are a few for you to get an idea on what core elements that we are going to touch as we proceed further in the further modules. The integrity, the acceptance, the discipline part, and the dedication. It doesn't stop here. It also has some behavior traits. interpersonal skills, how you are building and sustaining the relationships with yourself and also with others in the workplace, in the family, in a relationship, how effectively you are in communication, let it say verbal, written, or non-verbal communications, how you are giving the cues, how is your body language, what are you conveying, how are you leading, are you leading by an example, by a participative approach, or a demanding approach, or a dictatorship approach? What kind of approach are you having? How are you looking at the team management? Are you having an ability to build and direct the teams to achieve a common goal or an objective? How are you managing stress? How are you looking at yourself when something is disturbed in you? Will you shout at everyone and make yourself calm, or will you be calm under pressure and resolving stress? How will you manage yourself? These all comes under your behavioral traits. And not only this, we also have a very, very important aspect, the attitude that you have towards yourself, the positive attitude, staying optimistic despite challenges. There can be n number of challenges. If you look at the life of Abraham Lincoln, or any leaders you take for that matter, anyone's life is not without any challenge. The more challenges, the more tough you face, the more stronger you are going to become. At the same time, are you having a win-win approach, as it's mentioned by Stephen Covey in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People? Are you negotiating the solutions which is benefiting for both the groups or both the sections, both the parties? How are you negotiating? Are you bearing in mind the ultimate goal, or you are just looking at the obstacles and forgetting the goal? Are you able to collaborate effectively to greater outcomes? Are you able to synergize? Synergy plus energize. Work with somebody in collaboration by sharing the energy between each other. These all comes under the attitudes. Are you having a positive attitude towards yourself? Are you looking at yourself in an optimistic way, or you are leaning towards a pessimistic approach? How are you looking at yourself? That matters a lot. Now, why personality development matters? It enhances the self-awareness and confidence in you. If you want to enhance your self-awareness and confidence, if you want to improve your communications and relationships, if you want to work and be a leader and work in improving the team's capabilities, help managing stress and adapt to change, foster a positive goal-oriented mindset, not on the fixed mindset, but on the growth mindset, as rightly mentioned by Carol Dweck in his book. So here we are going to take further deep in the modules, like how do you enhance your self-awareness? How can you be more confident? How can you know yourself better? In this course, we are going to help you to improve your communication skills, help your relationships build better, make you a better leader, a more approachable leader who can enable the teams to work better, manage the stress, adapt to change, any adaptability, making you agile towards the things, and being as a positive role model, focusing on the goal is the main approach in this course what we are going to take you through. So how we are going to develop this personality in you? It is basically we are going to give you certain aspects, certain areas of awareness which will make you to reflect on you, on what are the areas that are going about you, your core value system, your behavior, making you to practice active listening and clear communication, asking questions for clarity if you have any doubt, engage in teamwork, leadership opportunities, lean and learn towards the stress reduction techniques like being mindfulness, being aware about yourself, cultivating the positive thinking and problem solving habits. So it's a time for you to decide, will you take an action now to embrace on a personality development journey of your life? Will you invest the time and your energy in nurturing and building your character, your behavior, and your attitude, which is going to finally result you in unlocking your potential for personal happiness and professional success? I wish you a very, very happy and a prosperous life. Now, at the end of the day, it is for us to decide whether we want to be happy and successful or not. It is up to you who has to decide and call to action. So I leave it up to you whether you will take up this action or not. If you are taking this action, I would like to congratulate you on going a step ahead, because this is not going to be an easy journey, my dear friends. It is not going to be an easy one at all. This is going to be really a very tough one. Initially, you might feel like giving it up, but it is worth of taking this one. So please, my dear friends, please pause for a second. Think, do I want to improve myself? If the answer is yes, then definitely subscribe to our course. Going ahead, I promise you, you will never regret on taking this course. Wishing you all the very best. See you soon on the other side of the section. Thank you.